Hello everyone, welcome to Mohan's Teaching Corner, and today we are going to discuss operating conditioning, uh, which is proposed by B.F. Skinner. It is the part of your learning theories. Let us start. See, it is a transition from classical to operating condition. So we already discussed what is classical condition, okay, which is given by Ivan Pavlov, okay, and in which the classical condition is the learning happens involuntarily, okay. Then in operating conditions, okay, it is explain how voluntarily behavior shaped by consequences developed by the B.F. Skinner. So the behavior modification, so application of conditioning principle to change the human behavior in practical setting. The classical condition is the totally involuntary behavior of the object, and operating condition is the voluntary behavior through which they are going to get the consequences, and which is developed by the B.F. Skinner. Let us see one by one. Here we are going to study about the introduction operating condition. It is the concept of given by the B.F. Skinner, and the key component is the what is reinforcement, what is the punishment systems, etc. Then Skinner experiment, how the Skinner box, what is the Skinner box, and what is the items in that. Then how it is going to be implemented in the educational institutions, okay, and we are going to compare with the other theories, okay. So here the operating condition, please remember the operating condition is introduced by the B.F. Skinner, okay, and the subtitle you can say that learning through rewards and punishment. So let's start. Here what is the operating condition, okay, it is as defining a learning process where behavior is modified through consequences that follows it, okay. It is developed by the B.F. Skinner in the early or to mid 19th century, okay. Like the foundation is built on Thorndike's law of effects, and process is the behavior, consequences, and future change. Let us discuss. So, what is the key component of behavior consequences? Okay, behavior occurs, then consequence follows, then reinforcement path and punishment path. Let us discuss what is it. Behavior occurs. Person or animal performs a voluntary action. Any person or animal or child or student performs one action voluntarily. So for that there is a consequences. Okay. If the good thing is done, there is a reward. If it is a bad thing is done, punishment. In order to encourage the, will give the reinforcement, or in order to reduce the like their behavior we give the punishment, okay. Reinforcement, what is reinforcement? So if something is done, pleasant work is done, what is the consequences? We are encouraged the to do same behavior in the future, though we reinforce, we give the rewards, certifications and appreciation. That is a reinforcement path. And punishment path, what is punishment path? Unpleasant consequences decrease the behavior consequences. If the student is not writing, okay, then what we do? We give the punishment. Students using the some bad words, we give the punishment. Slowly, that behavior can be stopped. Okay. Next, so types of reinforcement. There are two types of reinforcement. One is positive reinforcement. Second is negative reinforcement. What is positive reinforcement? Adding something desirable after behavior to increase frequency. Something is good, something the student is done something good, something appreciable. Then we are going to encourage him. So how we are going to encourage him? By praising for good work. Yes, well done. Come on, do it. Like that, we use such words. treat desired behavior. Okay, if somebody is excellent, then you have to treat them in good manner so that that reinforcement work on that. Bonus for reaching targets. Okay, if somebody is done, okay, you have to give the rewards and so that they will be happy. What is negative reinforcement? Removing something unpleasant after behavior to increase the frequency in order to reduce the unpleasant work. Okay, we we are going to remove or negative reinforcement. We discourage, that is called negative reinforcement. Like if he is not done, then canceling a test after studying. If the student is not studied, so is no use of taking the test. Stopping a loud noise when button pressed. Okay, in the school, in the classroom, children are shouting. Okay, simply you can, if you are doing some noise like this, okay, they are going to stop. Remove restrictions after behavior, good behavior. So the negative reinforcement be reduced or removed if the student is having the good behavior or if he is done good thing. So the types of reinforcements are positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. So types of punishment. So there are different types of punishment. So why we have to punish? Okay, behavior to change, positive punishment, negative punishment, decreased behavior. What is behavior? In undesired action that needs to be decreased. If the behavior is not acceptable in the society, in the classroom, okay, that behavior need to be changed. So then, like positive punishment, adding something unpleasant, assigning extra homework. Okay, the student is not doing, okay, one activity is not done or one assignment is not, give two assignments next day. In the fear of that, he is going to study more, he is going to do extra homework. It is a positive punishment. What is negative punishment? Remove something pleasant, taking away privileges. Okay, if you are not done, if you are not doing the homework, if you are not properly behaved, then you remove from this particular group, or you're not going to take the something extra what everybody gets. Okay, for example, if you done properly, then we'll take to the excursion or tour. But if you're not done, then you are not going to take to the excursion or tour and decrease behavior. So how we have to, so the behavior is not good. Okay, we have to reduce the frequency of the undesired behavior through punishment. So the types of punishment is positive punishment, negative punishment. So in order to change the behavior or in order to decrease the particular behavior, we give the punishment. Then here, Skinner's experiment. Okay, as you know, here you can see here the cat is there. Okay, sorry, the rat is here, where it is kept under Skinner's box. Okay, is the little chamber to control the experiment with the animals contain liver and food dispenser. So there is a livers are there. If it is liver pulse, then food comes. Okay. That is the thing. Experimental. So the Skinner box is visible to others. Okay. Then experimental process. A rat placed in the box. Upon pressing the lever, food pellet is dispensed. The rat learns the association. So it knows that like the rat is, if it is pressing one lever, okay, the food pallet will be dispensed like ATM. So the rat knows that if some it is press the lever, the food will come. So the rat get the association, learning association, reinforcement schedule. Okay, Skinner varied when and how rewards are given. That created different response pattern. So he has given different patterns to get the rewards. If you press this, you are going to get like this. It is used the key find behavior reinforced intermediately more resistant extension before reinforced every time. Okay. So if it's something done good, then you're going to reward. If not, then you're going to get the punishment or not getting the here food palette. Okay. Then here we'll discuss what is the difference between classical and operating conditions. Okay. The classical condition given by the Ivan Pavlov, and here we'll check one by one features, classical condition, operating condition. So learner role. So he there in Ivan's Pavlov classical condition, the dog is standing like that, and everything done by the Ivan Pavlov. So he's a dog is passive. Okay, here the operating the rat is active here. Focus stimulus before behavior. So in order to bring the certain behavior, there is stimulus. Okay, stimulus condition. Okay, then stimulus response, like that. Here consequences after the behavior. So if some behavior is like if the behavior is done something like that, the consequences will be comes. The founder is the classical founder is the Ivan Pavlov, and operating condition like is the B.F. Skinner. Behavior type. It is like here the dog is involuntary reflexive. Okay, the dog still stands like this, but here it is a voluntarily and purposefully. Okay, example dog salivating to bell. Okay, when the food is there or bell is rang, then salva comes here. The rat pressing lever for food. The rat itself pressing lever for the food. This is a basic difference between classical and operating conditions. Then application, how we are going to implement this B.F. Skinner like thing. Okay, reward system. Okay, we have to give the merit badges, certificates, point system. Okay, for the good behavior, and we are going to encourage in a positive manner. So in this, we are going to give the immediate feedback. Okay, providing quick response to the student works helps strengthen the desired behavior, clarify mistake, prevent the repeated errors. So the feedback is quick. Okay, like the just like formative assessment. Logical consequence. Timeouts of privilege removal service, negative punishment. There must be a consistent, fair to effective. Tracking progress, charts, and achievement tracking reinforce over the time. Visual represent highly motivated for the students. So we maintain all the records. Here it is given. Then summary of this particular operating condition. So it is a behavior occurs. It is a voluntary action is performed by the rat, and consequences, reinforcement or punishment happens immediately. Association, so mental connection between action and result, and so behavior changes. Future likelihood increasing or decrease the by way of actions. So let us discuss some of the MCQs or tests, you can say that. Who proposed the operating conditions? So the answer is B.F. Skinner, who developed the theory based on earlier works by Edward Thorndike. Okay, what is the positive reinforcement? We already discussed. Add something pleasant after behavior to increase its future frequency. Okay, we are going to encourage that particular habit so that the good habit is going to be increased. What is the difference between punishment and reinforcement? So reinforcement increase the behavior frequency. So punishment decrease the behavior frequency. So reinforcement, it is increase the behavior. If the something is good, you have to increase that reinforcement. If something is bad, you have to give the punishment so that the behavior of bad will be decreased. How does the Skinner box demonstrate the operating principle? So it shows how the consequences, food rewards shape voluntary behavior, lever pressing. If you are pressing the lever, then it is going to give the food. So that is a, like if you have good behavior, the proper thing done, the reward will become, the certifications come like that. So this is about the operating condition. If you like this particular explanation, and please watch again and again. These concepts will be very essential for your coming APDSC or TET or CTET or any other competitive exams. Thank you all the best for your coming examination.